Okay, it was a while back, but we'll talk about CSU for just a minute here. I thought we played probably our most complete game of the season. Certainly offensively, we were able to be very productive, as evidenced by our over 500 yards of offense, over 300 yards of rushing offense. So very, very positive offensive display. Spread the ball around, got a lot of guys involved. We thought Brian played very well. Offensive line played very well. Really, just a solid performance, which is what we've been looking for. That was a good outing by the offense. We've got to build on that now. We got to continue in that direction with our execution, our level of play offensively. Thought we played well on defense. Special teams wise, we were solid as well. So again, it was it was almost 2 weeks ago now, but it was a good effort and another positive step towards the goals that we want to accomplish this season. Bye week, it was productive. What we did is we had 3 or 4 things we wanted to accomplish. Number one, get our travel squad guys healed up, refreshed, get their legs back underneath them, while at the same time keeping them sharp. We were able to do that. We practiced light practices Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and so I think that we certainly were able to get some guys back for this upcoming game that we would not have had this past Saturday if we had a football game. So it came at a good time in that respect. Got to the developmental squad some good work. They went 4 hard practices, full gear, so that was good to get the developmental guys some extra work. And then finally the recruiting aspect of it. We were able to get our coaches out on the road, get caught up on some recruiting, and that's obviously the lifeblood of your program. So to get our guys back on the road was a positive thing. New Mexico coming up, go to their place. It's historically a tough place for us to play. I think our overall record there is 12-12-1 in Albuquerque. Very similar circumstances. I was here in '94, and we went there. I think we were ranked somewhere close to where we are now, and exact same record. Road game, and we went down there, did not play well, and got beaten. So that'll get our players' attention very quickly, as well as 2 years ago we went down there and built a nice halftime lead and let that slip away and end up losing that football game. So we got to stay focused. Our minds, our attention are nowhere but New Mexico. That is the task at hand. And so as long as this football team continues to take the same approach they have all year long, week by week basis, game by game basis, then I think we'll go and play well, but we'll have to see. Well, certainly it's a positive. It's a very positive for our players to be recognized and the program to be recognized, but it's still early. We still have a full third of the season left. 8 games down, 4 to go. Are we where we want to be at this point in time? Sure, but we got some tough games on the horizon. Everybody understands that. But as far as the recognition that we received to this point in time being a big plus for the program, there's no doubt. Recruiting, the whole deal, it all matters, and so we're not oblivious to it, and we're not sitting here saying we don't know what we'll rank, we don't know this or that, because that would be ignorant. But our focus is not there. Our focus is on the upcoming opponent. So I hope that answers part of that question. Well, I think a lot of it is Coach Long. He's a very competitive, tough, hard-nosed football coach, and his teams personify his personality. And that's the first thing that comes to my mind is ever since he's been there, his teams have played that physical brand of football, and plus they're very athletic. They're year in and year out, they're one of the more athletic teams in the conference, speed-wise and so forth. And so I think that plays into it as well. But we've for whatever reason, New Mexico has been a team that we've had some great battles with over the course of the since I've been here 15 years, and that's just I don't have an exact answer for you other than what I just said. Well, they're a run-first team. They're second in the conference. They're actually running the ball better than anyone in the conference if you go by yards per carry. They're second to Air Force in total yards a game. And they're defending the run effectively. Anytime you can run the football effectively, offensively, and defend it on the other side of the ball, then you're going to be in each and every game. And I'm sure that they'd like to be throwing the football better, but they lost the quarterback obviously early in the season. That was a big blow for them. But Ferguson is leading the conference. think he's 18th in the nation running the football, and so really that is their forte is running the football and playing great defense. That's kind of been Rocky's MO for a lot of years. Well, you got to we're a +1 defense anyways, where we load the box up 8 and 9 man fronts depending on the formation we're getting from the opponent. But you still got to they're still mixing some play action pass. We did our breakdowns. They're about 67% run, 33% throw. So they do mix in the throw game. Certainly a lot more than Air Force and teams that are solely committed to the run. But if you're going to have a chance to beat New Mexico, you got to stop Ferguson. That's their bread and butter. We hope so. He's been practicing and he's doing very well. Time will tell. As probably by Wednesday we'll know for certain. I'm going to tell you it's about an 80% chance that Kanape will be available to play in the game, but it's not an absolute at this point in time. And that'll be a big probable. Yeah, that's a good term for him. And this will be a big plus for us if he is back, because that is the area that we've been most thin at during the course of the season. Now we've held up pretty good, knock on wood, the last few months, but early in the season that we took those hits. That left us a little bit thin at that spot. So getting him back will be a big plus, if not this week, for certain for the next week. Yeah, I think we can still do better in the turnover margin. That's just been so all year long. I think last Saturday or 2 Saturdays ago against CSU we were even. I think we each had 1 turnover, and that's something that we need to improve upon. We need to be on the plus side of that ledger for the final third of the season. When we look back at these next 4 games, I think that's going to be a big factor is where we came out in the turnover margin. So that's number 1 on my mind. I don't know if we have any better formula than anybody else. We've used this model that we use this week, each of those other 3 games, and so I think everybody tries to really accomplish the same thing: get their starters some rest, not get too rusty. Keep them as sharp as you can, while at the same time, mentally and physically. It's not just a physical deal. The mental grind of a season can wear on you, and so I don't think we have any corner on the market of how we handle the bye week. I just think inherently coming out of a bye week, with the extra preparation time, that should provide somewhat of an advantage just because of the logistics of the whole thing. Yeah, there's even though the records don't always indicate that, UNLV, for example, I think is playing much better football this year than certainly the last couple of years, and Coach Fairchild's just getting underway with the Colorado State team, but I think there's been some improvement shown there, and you're right, it's a balanced league, and I think the Mountain West Conference right now is stronger than it's ever been, in my opinion. New Mexico defense, that's Rocky Long's bread and butter. He's a defensive guy from way back. His schemes can cause you problems. It's a high-pressure scheme, the 3-3-5. He's one of the pioneers of that defense, and they haven't changed much over the course of the last 15 years. They're wherever he's been. I know he hasn't been in New Mexico that long, but wherever he's been, he's had the same philosophy: get after the quarterback, high pressure. A lot of man-to-man coverage in the secondary, although this year they're playing more cover 2 than they have in years past. That's a little bit of a departure from what they have been. But Rocky, if he had his druthers, he wants to beat you with his defense. Control the football offensively by running it, and then beat you with his defense.